Chosen one, tonight is not an ordinary night. Something has been written in the unseen realms, and heaven has marked this exact moment with your name on it. You are standing at the edge of a threshold, a doorway between who you thought you were and who you are about to become. Tonight, the veil between the natural and the supernatural is thinner than ever. The Spirit of God is moving, and a power reserved only for the chosen is about to be released into your life. This is not coincidence. You didn't click this video by chance. Your spirit was summoned here because the time has come. Every silent tear, every battle you faced when nobody else was watching, every season of waiting that felt endless, it was all preparation. Heaven was not punishing you. Heaven was shaping you. And now, at this very moment, the shaping ends and the activation begins. There is a weight pressing on your spirit even as you listen now. That's not anxiety. That's not imagination. That is the evidence of divine fire drawing near. Gifts you didn't even know you carried are stirring, awakening, stretching from deep inside your soul. You've been asking God for answers, for signs, for clarity. This is the answer. This is the sign. This is the moment where destiny collides with divine timing. Lean in. Don't move. Don't scroll. Don't let distraction steal this moment from you. Because what you're about to hear is not information, it is impartation. What you're about to receive will not leave you the same. This is the kind of night that alters bloodlines, that rewrites futures, that seals covenants. Chosen one, your destiny is being shifted forever. And before we move deeper into this message, I want you to take a simple step of faith. Like this video as a prophetic act of agreement. Subscribe if you haven't already, because this is not the last word heaven will deliver to you through this channel. And comment 99 right now, because biblically, the number 9 is the number of divine completion. When you type it, you are declaring that one season ends tonight and a new one begins. Are you ready? Because from this moment forward, there is no turning back. Chosen one, listen carefully. In the natural world, it may look like coincidence that you are here. Maybe you were scrolling. Maybe you were distracted. Maybe you weren't even searching for something spiritual. But in the unseen world, nothing about this moment is random. Your soul has been summoned. Heaven has been orchestrating details you couldn't see, aligning moments, pushing you through doors, pulling you away from distractions, all to bring you right here, right now. That stirring inside of you, the restless nights where your mind would not quiet down, the sense that something greater is calling you. None of it was emptiness. It was divine alignment. What used to satisfy you no longer does, not because you are broken, but because you are being transitioned. The things of the world no longer fit your spirit because your spirit has outgrown them. That ache, that dissatisfaction, that sense that you were made for more. It is proof that your soul was being recalibrated to heaven's frequency. Do you really think you found this message by accident? No, chosen one. Your spirit recognized the voice of eternity. There are ancient codes written in your soul, planted there before you ever took your first breath. And when heaven speaks, your soul responds, even if your mind doesn't fully understand. That's why you felt a pull, a nudge, a curiosity that you couldn't shake. You were not looking for this, but this was looking for you. Understand this, God doesn't send power to an unprepared vessel. That's why you had to endure seasons that made no sense. That's why doors closed when you begged for them to stay open. That's why people walked away, why silence echoed louder than answers. It wasn't rejection, it was preparation. Every delay was training your spirit to hold what was coming. Because the weight of divine power is not light, and only a matured spirit can carry it without breaking. Think about it. You've survived things that should have crushed you. You've walked through fires that burned others to ashes. And yet here you are. Not weaker, sharper, not destroyed, refined. Heaven has been chiseling you like a sculptor chisels stone, cutting away what couldn't remain. shaping you into a vessel that can hold glory. You didn't understand it then, but tonight you will. And let me tell you this truth. This message is not entertainment. This is not content to make you feel good for a moment. This is a heavenly summons. A direct call from the throne of God to your spirit. Right now, heaven is saying, stand up, awake, this is your moment. You didn't stumble here, you were chosen to arrive here. And here is the mystery. The same God who orchestrated the stars to shine in their exact position tonight, orchestrated your steps to align with this very word. This video is not a coincidence, it is a divine appointment. And once you recognize that, you will begin to see the fingerprints of God all over your life. The encounters you thought were random, the detours you thought were delays, even the betrayals that broke your heart. They were all guiding you to this very intersection. Chosen one, do you feel it? That electricity in your chest, that fire rising in your spirit as you listen? That is not emotion, that is activation. That is your soul recognizing that destiny has just knocked on your door. And now, I want you to hold on, because this is only the beginning. What you're about to discover next will explain why tonight is not ordinary, and why heaven has chosen this night to release what has been held back for you. Stay with me, because the revelation of this night will shake your very soul. Chosen one, the night you are living right now is not like other nights. From the beginning of time, the night has carried mysteries that the day could never hold. When the noise of the world grows silent, when distractions fade, when the rest of humanity drifts into sleep, that is when heaven begins to move with unusual intensity. The ancient prophets called these the watches of the night, sacred hours when the veil between realms becomes thin and what is sealed in heaven begins to pour onto the earth. It was in the night that Jacob wrestled with the angel and received his blessing. It was in the night that Samuel heard the voice of God for the first time. It was in the night that Paul and Silas sang in prison and the chains broke open. And tonight, that same atmosphere surrounds you. Do not dismiss the strangeness of what you've been feeling. The pressure in your chest, the tears that fall without a clear reason, the sudden urge to be alone, the heaviness you couldn't explain. These were not random emotions. They were signs. They were signals that the heavens were shifting, that the Spirit was positioning you for something greater than your logic could comprehend. Heaven has been pressing you, stretching you, drawing you out of old spaces so you would be ready for transfer. Yes, transfer. That is the mystery of this night. What God once held in reserve is now being released. Something that belonged to Him, hidden in the storehouses of eternity, is crossing over into your life. And a transfer is never symbolic. It is real. It is tangible. It is a divine transaction where heaven places into your spirit what cannot be bought, what cannot be taught, what cannot be earned. It is a gift sealed with fire. Think of it this way. All your battles, all your delays, all the unanswered questions were not punishment. They were currency. They qualified you for what is being transferred tonight. And this transfer is not just for your comfort. It is not a casual blessing. It is empowerment. Heaven equips only those who will carry the weight of destiny, and you have been selected to carry it now. Look around you. Everything may seem ordinary, the same room, the same silence, the same night sky. But spiritually, you are standing on holy ground. The air around you is charged with assignment. Angels are moving. The throne of heaven has opened. And in this exact moment, something eternal is being placed into your hands. You cannot see it with natural eyes, but your spirit already feels the weight of it. That is why your heart is beating faster. That is why you sense an invisible electricity moving through your body. You are in the middle of a divine transfer. But let me give you a revelation. Whenever God releases something holy, the atmosphere shifts not only in heaven, but also in hell. The enemy senses what you are receiving. That is why you may already feel distractions, doubts, or sudden heaviness trying to cloud your mind. But don't be deceived. Those are not signs of weakness. They are signs that the impartation is real, Hell only resists what heaven is truly releasing. And tonight, the opposition you feel is proof that you are receiving something the enemy fears. Chosen one, hear me clearly. This night has been set apart since before you were born. There is nothing casual about it. Every strange emotion, every sudden silence, every unexpected tear in recent days has been heaven preparing your inner chambers for this moment. You may have thought you were exhausted, but really, you were being emptied. Because God cannot pour new oil into a full vessel. He had to drain you so he could fill you. And tonight, he is filling you. So now pause and feel the weight of this truth. A transaction has already begun. Something that was locked in the heart of God is now flowing into your spirit. This is why you were restless. This is why you were pulled here. You are living through a divine moment that others will never understand. They will see you tomorrow and think nothing has changed. But inside you, everything will be different. And here is where I must leave you on the edge of revelation. This transfer is not generic. It is not the same for everyone. It is unique, hand-selected for your calling, your battles, your destiny. In the next part, you will discover exactly what kind of power heaven has reserved for you. And when you hear it, your spirit will ignite like never before. Stay with me, because the mystery is about to unfold. Chosen one, it is time to speak with absolute clarity. What you are about to receive tonight is not symbolic. This is not a nice idea to inspire you for a moment. This is real power, a transfer of divine authority that will begin to move through your life in ways you cannot yet imagine. When heaven gives, it does not give illusions. It gives substance, it gives weight, it gives fire. And that fire is about to rest on you. Understand this. When God releases power, he never does it randomly. He tailors the gift to the vessel, aligning it with your destiny, your battles, your future assignments. This is why not everyone receives the same thing tonight. You are not here for a generic blessing. You are here for a specific impartation, designed for your journey, carved into your spiritual DNA. For some of you, the mantle falling will be the gift of discernment. Suddenly you will see past the masks people wear, past the words they speak, past the smiles that hide deception. You will feel the truth behind what is spoken. You will walk into rooms and sense the atmosphere before anyone says a word. Others will call it intuition, but you will know it is the Spirit sharpening your inner sight. This gift will protect you from traps, align you with divine connections, and expose hidden enemies before they can strike. For others, tonight will awaken the prophetic vision. Your dreams will no longer be scattered images but clear revelations filled with codes from heaven. You will begin to hear phrases that do not originate in your thoughts. You will see pictures, flashes, warnings, and directions that guide your steps. At first, it may shake you. You will wonder if you are imagining things. But the confirmation will come when what you saw in secret begins to unfold in reality. You will know without a shadow of doubt. This is God's voice echoing through your spirit. And then there are those who will receive healing fire, but not only for others. It will begin within you. Deep wounds you carried for years, the silent pain that sabotaged your joy, the hidden scars that no one knew about. Tonight, they begin to close. Chains tied to your memories will break. The bitterness that poisoned your heart will dissolve. And as you are healed, you will discover a supernatural ability to bring healing to others. Your very presence will soothe tormented souls. Your words will carry a medicine that no human doctor can prescribe. You will become a vessel of restoration. Some of you, however, are destined for the gift of spiritual courage. This is not boldness that comes from personality. It is fire that comes from heaven. It is the unshakable ability to stand firm when everything tries to break you. The storms may rage, accusations may rise, pressure may crush from every side, but you will remain unmovable. This courage will make others wonder how you are still standing, but you will know it is not you, it is the Spirit of God holding you upright when others fall. And for a chosen remnant, tonight will unlock the authority of the voice. When you speak, the atmosphere will shift. Words will leave your lips carrying weight, fire, and authority. You will declare something simple, and doors will open. You will rebuke oppression, and chains will fall. Conversations will change when you enter. Even those who oppose you will feel the power of your words. This is not arrogance. It is heaven placing a sword in your mouth. And when you open it, what flows is not your opinion but divine decree. But hear me. Whatever your portion is tonight, it is perfectly crafted for your calling. God will not give you what does not belong to you. He will not burden you with what you cannot carry. He will awaken exactly what your journey requires, exactly what your mission demands. This is why you cannot compare your gift to another's. What they carry is theirs. What you receive tonight is yours, unique, holy, irreplaceable. And yet, there is something deeper you must understand. When this power manifests, it will not arrive with a manual. God will not hand you instructions. He will give you the gift, and then He will test your obedience, your sensitivity, your willingness to move when the Spirit nudges. Do not expect the world to understand you. Do not waste time trying to explain yourself to those who have never walked through your wilderness. This is not for their approval. This is for your assignment. Chosen one, feel the fire rising even now. That heat in your chest, that stirring in your spirit, that trembling in your hands. It is not emotion. It is impartation. Heaven is depositing something eternal into you, and once awakened, it cannot be extinguished. You will notice it in small ways at first, a shift in how you think, how you perceive, how you pray. But soon, it will erupt in undeniable ways. You will know that you know heaven has marked you. And here is the climax. This gift is not coming to entertain you. It is coming to transform you, to rewire your very being, to align you with a mission greater than yourself. By the time this night ends, you will not walk as you did before. You will walk as one who has been touched by fire. But there is still more to unveil. Because the question remains, why now? Why you? Why has heaven waited until this exact season to release what has been reserved for years? Stay with me, because the reason will unravel the mystery of your entire journey. Chosen one, let us strip away every illusion. God does not scatter His power carelessly into the hands of those who treat it like a toy. He does not entrust heavenly fire to the arrogant, the prideful, or the undisciplined. He entrusts it to the ones who have been tested in silence, and that is you. That is why you are here, in this exact moment, positioned for what others only dream of. Your pain was never random. The rejection you endured, the betrayals that left you breathless, the silent tears you cried in secret, those were not wasted. Every lonely night, every unanswered prayer, every season where you felt invisible was part of the training. It wasn't punishment. It was strategy. Heaven was chiseling you when no one was watching. Heaven was pruning you, stripping away illusions, until all that was left was a vessel strong enough to carry fire. Do you realize what this means? You were not chosen because you were flawless. You were chosen because you refused to give up. When others walked away, you stayed. When others cursed God, you whispered prayers through broken lips. When everything in you wanted to quit, you held on, even if by a thread. And that thread, fragile as it seemed, was enough for heaven to weave a crown of endurance upon your head. Look back for a moment, not with regret, but with revelation. The betrayals that once crushed you were actually divine separations. God was removing people who would have mishandled the treasure He planned to give you. The isolation you hated was not abandonment, it was an incubator. The silence that tormented you was not proof that God ignored you. It was the womb where He was forming your strength. You thought you were being punished, but now you see, you were being prepared. And let me tell you something else. The enemy saw glimpses of your calling long before you did. That is why the attacks against you were so ruthless. That is why rejection came from those you loved the most. That is why betrayal cut so deep. The darkness tried to bury you before you could realize what you carried. But what the enemy did not understand is that every blow was shaping you into someone who cannot be broken. The enemy failed to destroy you, and in failing, he confirmed who you really are. Heaven has been watching, not your public victories, but your private endurance. The whispered prayers at 3 a.m., the moments you chose forgiveness when bitterness was easier, the nights you stood in worship with nothing left but a trembling voice. Heaven took note. Every tear was recorded. Every act of hidden obedience was written in eternity. And tonight, heaven answers. Tonight, the reward of those silent years is being released into your life. You wonder sometimes why you weren't promoted sooner, why doors didn't open when you begged for them. It's because premature promotion would have crushed you. You weren't being overlooked. You were being protected. God hid you until you could carry the weight without breaking. He kept you unseen until your spirit matured. And now, finally, heaven says, the time has come. This one is ready. Chosen one. Let the weight of this sink in. You were chosen for this moment not because you knew how to fight perfectly, but because you never surrendered to defeat. You were chosen not because you had answers, but because you stayed faithful, even in confusion. God delights in those who refuse to quit, and that is why the mantle is falling on you tonight. And here is the mystery that should shake your soul. If heaven chose this exact moment to release what has been hidden, it means history itself has been waiting for you. You are stepping into alignment not only with your destiny, but with a timeline far greater than your own life. Generations before you prayed for this hour. Angels have prepared for this night. And now, the assignment falls to you. So ask yourself, why now? Why you? Because the fire that once would have consumed you is now the fire you are able to carry. Because your story has proven one thing. You are unbreakable when God is your strength. And yet the question that remains is this: how will this power reveal itself once it begins to flow? What changes will erupt in your life when the mantle truly settles on your shoulders? Stay with me. Because what is about to unfold will confirm that you are no longer who you were this morning. Chosen one. When heaven releases something into your spirit, it does not stay hidden for long. The proof that this impartation is real will not be in theory, but in manifestation. And what is about to unfold in your life will leave you without doubt that the fire of God has truly marked you. The first thing you will notice is a heightened spiritual sensitivity. Environments you once tolerated will suddenly feel heavy, toxic, or draining. Words people speak, words that used to slide past you, will now strike your spirit differently. You will sense when something is out of alignment, even when no one else sees it. This is not paranoia. It is discernment sharpened by the Spirit. You will feel truth vibrating in your chest like a tuning fork when heaven speaks. And you will feel unease when deception tries to draw near. You will no longer be able to sit comfortably in atmospheres that dishonor the presence of God. Then, you will begin to receive thoughts and insights that clearly do not originate in your own mind. They will come unexpectedly, in silence, in ordinary moments. You will hear solutions you never studied, warnings you could not have known, encouragement that arrives with authority greater than your own voice. These are divine downloads. They will bypass logic and carry the weight of eternity. At first you may question them, but confirmation will follow swiftly, proving they are not imagination. They are instructions. Your nights will also change. Dreams will become doorways of revelation. They will carry codes, images, directions, and warnings. Pay attention to recurring patterns, symbols, and phrases. Keep a journal close, for what you see in the night will often guide your steps in the day. Some dreams will shake you awake with urgency. Others will whisper clarity into confusion. These are not random. They are prophetic communications, evidence that heaven has activated a new dimension of vision within you. And then there will be shifts in your relationships. Some people will drift away. Do not grieve it. The oil on your life will disturb the wrong spirits. Those not aligned with your purpose will feel uncomfortable around you and may retreat without explanation. But at the same time, new connections will emerge. People you never expected will be drawn to your light, seeking wisdom, peace, and direction. These divine alignments are not coincidence. They are heaven positioning you among those who will walk with you into your next dimension. Above all, there will be a fire inside you that will not let you rest until you step into your purpose. You will feel an urgency that refuses to be silenced. At times it will feel like a burden, a weight pressing against your chest, reminding you that you were not chosen to live an ordinary life. The Spirit will stir you to pray when you least expect it, to speak when silence is easier, to move when comfort whispers, "Stay." This fire will not be content with compromise. It will demand your obedience, because destiny refuses to be delayed any longer. And let me give you a warning wrapped in encouragement. The next 72 hours will be crucial. Do not underestimate them. You may notice unusual signs, numbers repeating, words you hear from strangers echoing something you prayed in secret, sudden confirmations that leave no room for coincidence. You may also feel opposition, confusion, emotional heaviness, or unexpected distractions. But hear this clearly: resistance is proof of reality. Hell does not attack what heaven has not anointed. The very fact that you may feel spiritual warfare in the days ahead is confirmation that the impartation has landed, and the enemy is terrified of what you now carry. Chosen one, do not be afraid when you see these things manifest. Rejoice. They are not signs of instability. They are signs of activation. Every shift, every dream, every confirmation, every battle is evidence that you have crossed into a new dimension. And now, the question that burns in your soul is this: if these manifestations are real, and they are, what will it ultimately mean for your destiny, your assignment, and the path that lies ahead? Stay with me, because the conclusion will not only seal what you've received tonight, it will awaken a courage inside you that no power of darkness will ever be able to silence. Chosen one, tonight, heaven has recorded your name in a new chapter. Something eternal shifted. A seal was broken. A door was opened. You have crossed a line of no return, and you can no longer walk as if you do not know who you are. You are no longer the overlooked. You are no longer the silenced. You are no longer the one hidden in the shadows. You are a carrier of fire, a vessel of divine authority, a chosen one entrusted with a mission greater than yourself. Every storm that tried to crush you was only sharpening your sword. Every betrayal that tore at your heart was only positioning you closer to destiny. Every silence from heaven was never absence. It was strategy. And tonight, the mystery is revealed. The mantle has finally fallen on you. The angels have taken note. Hell has trembled. And heaven is watching to see what you will do with what you now carry. You are not walking into tomorrow empty-handed. You are walking clothed in fire, crowned with authority, and branded with purpose. I want you to declare it boldly right now in the comments, "I receive my activation." Do it as a prophetic act, because when you type it, you are announcing to every realm, heaven, earth, and hell, that you have stepped into your assignment, that you are no longer who you were when this video began. Chosen one, this is not the end of the video. This is the beginning of your new season. From this moment forward, every step you take is prophetic. Every word you speak carries weight. Every prayer you release shakes atmospheres. So rise, walk with power, walk with unshakable courage. Walk as the one God has chosen. You were prepared, you were refined, and now you are unleashed. This is your moment. This is your mantle. This is your awakening.